Is it too late to invest in Japanese 151? Let's look at the numbers. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be discussing the Japanese version of 151. Is it too late to invest? I'll take you through some market analysis. I'll tell you where I think the set is going, and you can make up your own mind. So let's pull up the booster box here. So I'm looking at pricecharting.com, which scrapes the eBay sold listings. This site says it came out at release, 200-ish a box, and now it's about 218, somewhere in the region of a 9–10% gain. But this is not the whole story. These boxes were selling on PokemonCenter.com for 5,800 yen in Japan, which is about 40 bucks US. So this has been an absolute scalpers paradise. Like, scalpers have really just cleaned up on this. The people making the 400% gains or somewhere in the region of 400% gains are the guys handling the arbitrage. You know, they're importing the boxes, they're selling them at a markup, which anyone is welcome to do, by the way, you know, regardless of what you think of the scalping scene and what your opinions are on that. What I am most interested in is the trend line here. And price charting, you know, is a good place to start. It gives us a good trend line. It's obvious this box is going up, but look at this chart along the bottom here. I had it in post-production, so I don't know exactly where I'm pointing here. But you can see there were some big reprints kind of around September, you know, August, September time. And that usually kills a set, like for a long period, right? Like, it takes a while for it to climb back up. In this case, it took like 1–2 months, and it's just been going on an absolute tear. It's been going bananas recently. And it's led many to believe, okay, like, am I missing out on something here? Have I missed out on a huge buying opportunity? Well, yeah, if you didn't buy in at 160 according to that chart, or if you weren't able to get into the lows, you have. But look, is there still a good entry point? Is there still a good opportunity with that set? In order to answer that question, we need to understand why. Why is it climbing so much? Well, look, I'll bring this chart up here, these examples here. It is not uncommon for Japanese sets to increase exponentially in a relatively short period of time. If we look at EV Heroes being kind of the main example from kind of the modern era, in 3 years that's gone from somewhere around, you know, 50–60 bucks a box to 450. That's a 650% gain. VMAX Climax, 2 years old, it's 145% gain. Even a set like Starbirth, they didn't just cherry pick all the biggest kind of gains, 77% increase on that in 2 years. So, you know, Japanese sets, if you're sitting there and thinking, well, look, Rob, hold on. We have a perfectly good version of 151 in English. It's on the shelves right now at Target and Walmart. You're not wrong, but look, if you're not collecting and investing in Japanese, you're missing out, first of all, on a truly magical part of the hobby, and you're also missing out on some huge gains. As we know, the Japanese cards, the quality control is second to none. They have these giant robots at the production facility. They've got these samurai swords, these cyborg swords, and they're just slicing through these giant sheets of card. The saturation levels on the cards are next level. The texturing is next level. The pull rates are more difficult in the modern era. The values of the cards are higher, and they print way less of it because it's just for a Japanese market primarily. It's a little bit for the streaming market in the Western areas over the last couple of years, but mostly for a Japanese market. So anyway, you should be looking at Japanese. But look, 151 is one of many Japanese sets. Why is it doing so well right now? I believe there are three main factors. The first one is hype. The hype on this set cannot be denied. From the very start, it has just been one of those like cosmic events where people just want to open their wallet because of the nostalgia factor and give Pokemon all of their money. So the first thing is definitely hype. The second is, I'm hearing from friends in Japan that it's getting harder and harder to find boxes, to find loose packs at a reasonable price. It seems like this set is done printing. Now, Pokemon don't just come out and send a letter to all their investors and say, you know, investor announcement, we need you guys to start buying because we are done printing. So it does seem like this set is finished printing. V-Star Universe had about 8.5–9 months of a print run. It looks like that's done too. So, you know, 151 Japanese is about there as well. The third thing is the values of the singles, but it's not the values of the singles that you think. Let's pull up Erica, the top waifu chase card in the set. She is down 73%. And remember, in Japanese, these waifu cards, they really hold their weight, they really hold or carry the sets forward. She's down 73%. The Mew EX card, Sunset Mew, a beautiful card, down 39%. Charizard, down 25%. I could go on and on with the designs that you can get in the English versions or in the Western versions of the set. You're not seeing value on those singles right now. So what is it? What is it that's actually happening in the singles market? Well, I think you know, but before we get into that, I just want to say a huge thank you. At the time of filming, I just hit 500 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who watched my last few videos and took a chance on someone who's an up-and-coming YouTuber, a new face. Thank you. I plan to make lots more content. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. This is a hobby for me. I don't sell mystery packs. I don't sell anything in a shop. I'm just here to kind of give some information that I think would be useful to someone starting out or potentially in the hobby for a bit. Information I would have liked when I was starting out. Anyway, reverse Holo Master Balls. That's what it is. Reverse Holo Master Balls. These things are just, they are going really, really off right now. It's crazy. So you get one of these in every box. If you don't know what a reverse Holo Master Ball is, you got a regular card, you got the reverse holo with the Pokeball pattern on, and then you got the reverse holos with the Master Ball on them. The Master Ball reverse holos are extremely rare, one in every booster box, and the values of those are skyrocketing right now. We've got Pikachu is the most expensive card in the set, 107% gain for $415 of value. Gengar, 196% gain, $230 something. These are some crazy gains. I listened to an argument actually, or a debate in a card store the other day. Someone was trying to convince another person that Gengar was actually the top Pokemon out of everyone. No, not Umbreon, not Pikachu, not Charizard, not Mew. It was Gengar. So, let me know what you guys think of that. I mean, he's clearly climbing up the chain. Value-wise, you have 16 cards in this set that are between $50 and $100 in value. 14 of those are reverse holo Master Balls. You have 5 cards valued over $100 right now. 2 of those are reverse holo Master Balls, and you are going to see more of those come up. That's my prediction. Erica reverse holo Master Ball, Dragonite, Magikarp, and Eevee, they are all knocking on the door of that $100 threshold. These cards have the rarity factor to them. I think as booster boxes become more and more unattainable price-wise, collectors want to own a small piece of this set, and they're going to pick one of their favorite Pokemon and say, what's a special thing to do? I'm going to get the reverse holo Master Ball version of that card, which will drive all of the prices up. And you still have some good cards around $20-30. I'm talking Jigglypuff, Moltres, Articuno, Poliwrath, like little Pokérap for you there. But yeah, I think you're gonna see people gravitate towards these reverse holo Master Balls, and they'll increase. So the hype, the print appears to be done, and the reverse holo Master Balls are really driving this set to new heights. What happens next? That's really the question, right? That's what we want to answer here. Well, what happens is the paper hands come out. They start to see the values of these reverse holo Master Balls go up and think, I'm guaranteed one of those in my box. It might not be Pikachu, who's at $400, $500, $600. It might not be Gengar. Maybe it's that $200 Eevee, right? Maybe that's what happens. And they start to hear a voice in their head. And that voice whispers slowly to them, softly, open me, open me. And that's all she wrote. You're going to see it with the box breaks as well. A lot of inventory out there is going to be broken because people are going to want to do the streamer thing. I mean, there's already a ton out there being open as well, but it's that simple. Supply will dwindle and demand will continue to increase because this is such a special set. I do believe this is just the beginning. My long-term outlook on this is very strong, but what should you be buying it at? What levels could you be buying it at now? So look, guys like the dollar cost average, there's nothing wrong with that. You want to do that across, the months. It's not reasonable for everyone to go and spend a huge chunk on booster boxes. I like to buy stuff and move on. That's kind of my strategy. Time in the market beats timing the market. I think Yogi Bear said that or something. So my price target in this 2 years, I think $350 a box. 5 years, I think at least $550. I think it really is going to go somewhere. Buy targets. I put some sellers up on the screen here. I do not endorse, nor am I endorsed by these sellers in any way, shape, or form. I have no coupon codes for you, nor do I want them. A lot of this is TikTok stuff. Start with Pokeyenny. He's at $225 a box. Cali Poke House, $176. There may be some extra fees on here, activation fees and shipping fees. And then you got Snuckadunk, I think it's Sneakerdunk, the Japanese shoe store. They are like $150, $160. So I don't think you should be buying this for anything more than $170 right now. The eBay guys, they've got to cover their eBay fees, somewhere between 5 and 15%, I believe. So that's why their prices on eBay are a little bit higher. Risks with this set. If you're going to pull the trigger now, what are the risks? Well, they could print more. Pokemon has a family image. They're trying to get rid of the nefarious scalping and robberies and all that stuff in there, in the zeitgeist right now. So they could do more printing. They could do another 151 set very soon. They could go back to Kanto and say, yeah, we're going to milk this. We're doing the same thing with Charizards. There's a new one of those out every 5 minutes. And the market could die down. People talk about Pokemon being dead. I don't see that happening. Pokemon's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. So my hope is that this is the first in a line of sets that focuses on one generation at a time. I think it would be awesome if they went to Johto next and did Gen 2 and then kind of went through each generation. That would be amazing and make this set supremely special in collector's eyes. So what's the verdict here? I do still think that this is a great buy. I think you should be looking at investing in this set. It may fluctuate in the short term and present further buying opportunities, but as paper hands break boxes, that's what's going to happen. People are going to want to own this set and the price is going to go up. If it's financially possible for you, I would invest in some boxes. I got some, I got more in the cupboard. I will probably continue to add to my position if I see some good deals. But look, make sure that you are not spending above your means. Don't FOMO on this set. There will be other great buying opportunities. Credit to some wonderful people who helped me with screenshots, love, good vibes. I just want to wrap up by saying Pokemon investing should be a very small portion of a well-balanced investment portfolio. It should not be your primary investment vehicle. It's hobby investing for me. Hopefully it is for you too. Until next time, guys, take it easy.